Good morning, guys. My name's Jake Ritchie, and I'm a first-year resident here at University of Louisville in the Child Neurology program. Today, I'm taking over the Instagram, so you'll get to see a day in my life, see what I like to do during my days, and kind of see what it's like to be either in the clinic or in the hospital. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hey guys, I'm stuck behind a train, so I figured I'd just tell you a little bit about myself. So I am originally from South Carolina. I grew up in the upstate of South Carolina in a town called Greenville. I went to Clemson University for undergrad, and then University of South Carolina School of Medicine Greenville back in my hometown for medical school. So usually mornings like today, I would be driving in on this highway into downtown Louisville to get to the hospital. But thankfully for you guys and for myself, I have an academic first part of the day, and then I'm in the clinic in the other half of the day. A little more about myself is I have a wonderful family up here in Louisville, a beautiful wife, and a 1-year-old son. So I'm going to share a little bit about the family-friendly perspective of Louisville and some of my favorite places that I like to go with my family. Some of the great things about Louisville is there's a ton of open space, a lot of green space, parks, things you can do outside, and some of these places are down by the riverfront. That's where I am now. So I'm going to show you some of the places that my family likes to go hang out at. We can push my son in the swings and kind of watch him grow. So over here is a big park area, and then over on this side is a big play area, the swings, and then right back there is where the river is. You can kind of see a bridge out in the distance. So here is the end part of the playground area, and then over on this side is how close we are to the riverfront. And then downtown Louisville is right there. So another thing that my family likes to do is walk across the Big 4 pedestrian bridge, this bridge right here. So if you see this big river is the Ohio River right here. If you walk across this bridge, you get into Indiana. You can also see a bunch of green space down here that they have concerts on the weekends, and it's fairly regular that they do that. And then right back here you can see downtown Louisville. So some basics about the program here in Louisville is that it's a 5-year integrated categorical position. So the first 2 years is strictly pediatrics. You follow the same pediatrics group as the general pediatrics. The third year is adult neurology, and then the last 2 years is child neurology. So since I'm following along with the general pediatrics rotations, last month I was on hematology oncology, and this month I'm on adolescent medicine. So adolescent medicine here is kind of the charcuterie board of adolescent. So you get a pretty wide range of diverse experiences. So yesterday I was at Maryhurst, which is a all-girls psychiatric hospital, and then today I'm going to be at the downtown adolescent clinic. Good afternoon, guys. So we just finished up a noon conference, walking across one of the many breezeways. You can see the Children's Hospital right there. I'm heading to Adolescent Clinic, and then we'll check in with you there. So I got a few questions about how the transition has been from medical school to residency, especially being an out-of-state student. And honestly, it's been really easy, a lot easier than I expected. Being able to be a part of the child neurology as well as the general pediatrics programs makes the transition super easy. Just having that support system in 2 different programs, and always having someone that you can kind of reach out to, and mentors that you can kind of pick their brain of certain questions that you have. So that's a typical day. Evenings are pretty standard. Come home, have dinner, play with my son until his bedtime. Thankfully it's around 7:30, and then usually I either study or prepare for the patients the next day. But otherwise I also go to bed fairly early, just to be able to get up the next morning and be prepared for the next day of patients. So thank you guys for following along, and I look look forward to hearing from you guys and hopefully seeing you guys next year.